of the Sunday Shit Show. We've got a bit going on this week, from fresh off the press to the car artwork giveaway. We've got updates on the WSL from what went down at Trestles. And we have our Rose Amongst the Thorns today, Miranda, but we'll introduce her in a minute. So let's get down to business. Geltchy, take it away.
Okay, good to have you here, Miranda.
Thank you.
First female we've had join us on the Shit Show, so another first for us.
Happy to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you've bought a real creative thing with your photography and that. We've watched your journey recently with it, starting out to now coming so bloody professional. It's looking good. What were you doing before you got into photography, and what got you inspired to do that?
I've always been, I guess, creative with my photography. Like I've always sort of dabbled in it ever since I was, I guess, teenager. I'd always buy, like those waterproof disposable cameras when they didn't really have much you could use. So I'd buy them and take them into the surf or water and send them into I think it was Kmart back then when we had to get the film developed. So send it in, have to wait a couple of weeks, and then just sort of dabbled through my life with it. And it wasn't until I think probably 2021 that I got my proper water housing, and just got into the surf and started to get a bit more serious with it and creative, and eventually got into my underwater maternity and all my underwater photography, which has been amazing, and loving it. And it's really cool just to be able to, especially with the underwater maternity, it's really cool to be able to create those memories for my clients. But my number one passion is surf photography. So whether it's getting out the front at the local beach or traveling around and getting into different surf spots, it's loving it. Yeah. You
did some stuff not long ago. I saw Lane Beachley, and what was that for?
Yeah, so that was for a big surfing event, a women's surfing event, Seize the Day, down in Kingscliff. So it's an all women's surfing event. It's like a tag teams challenge. They have a celebrity, the celebrity teams event as well. So Lane Beachley was there, Chelsea Hedges.
Big guns.
Yeah, Pauline Menzer was there. She's incredible. God, I'm just trying to think who else was there. There were so many amazing, inspirational surfers there and women, and such a good event to get along to. They hold it every day and every year. And each year's growing, and it's just such a good initiative for all, like the young girls, the young crew, up and coming surfers, just to get involved. So I used to have Lane Beachley on my wall, and being able to photograph her was a pretty big, pretty cool experience. So
and I saw you, must have been a couple of weeks ago now, but I rocked up to the local and I saw you doing some stuff with one of our coast legends, Serena Brooke.
Yeah.
Ex-tour surfer.
Yeah, so me and Serena, we go way back. We we try to both grew up in Caloundra, both went to Caloundra High. Knocked around each other for a few years now. So we try to get out and have some fun and get in the waves, even if it's pretty crappy. So we always have heaps of fun, heaps of laughs.
I can hear you laughing from mom.
Get out there, and when I end up sending her the photos, there's always a couple of good crackers in there. So I just love photographing women in the surf, especially. The women are kind of take second place to the men. So all about getting girls in the water, girls in the surf, and just making sure we get them out there.
How do you find it as a female in what was traditionally a male orientated role, like of surf photography? Like you look at the Tracks magazines, Surfing World and that, especially from back when I was younger, even up to now, I honestly cannot remember seeing a female photographer published in any of the magazines. It's been such a male dominated industry.
Yeah.
So like, must be hard to break through and to get into that.
It is. It still is such a male-dominated industry. There's a few like local women surf photographers on the Sunshine Coast now, but there's few and far in between, and there might be like a couple in Noosa or a couple here and scattered around. You still get like really funny looks like, what are you doing out here? Or, you kind of don't belong here. It's the same with surfing. There's still so many people out there that feel like women don't belong in the water. So it's pretty hard. A lot of people are accepting though, and I think it's awesome that, you're getting out there and taking photos. There's one of my photographers that I really look up to is Kate Mears. She does the WSL surfing events, and she's out at Pipe and does snapper, and she's an incredible water photographer, great surf photographer, great photographer in general, great human in general. So she's an inspiration. So it is really tricky getting out there. I was actually saying to Stu the other day in the water that I've got this little kind of trick now, because you go out in the surf, and being a girl, you're usually always getting dropped in on. So I sort of would go out in the surf and try and catch a couple of waves, and then if I did get dropped in on, or if anyone was being a bit of a idiot, so to speak, I'd kind of, if the surf was decent enough, I'd take my camera out and be like, righto, you dropped in, you're being a wanker, I'm not taking photos of you guys. And they'd come over to you and be like, oh, did you get that photo? And I'd just be like, nah. And then you remember dropping in on me before, so, there's all this...
The payback.
It's so shit, like in 2024 we still have to deal with this, but...
Sure is,
it's...
We were giving you waves the other day, Miranda.
Yeah, one of the many times I wasn't out taking photos, but you learn to grow a thick skin, and you just you give it back, you deal with it. So
So
power to the girls.
how can we find you? Is Instagram the best way, to look at your work or to contact you?
So Salt Soul Photo, SALTSOL photo, as in salt water, soul the sun, that's me. Salt Soul Photo. So Instagram. Usually find me hanging at Urumba, that's my local, maybe up at Noosa sometimes. I've grown up on the Sunshine Coast. I'm so welcoming to anyone that wants to come, ask me questions, or ask me anything about photography, or basically anything in general. So, there's plenty out there for everyone. Come say hello.
Heart, aren't we?
Yeah, you can take the girl out of Caloundra, but you can't take the Caloundra out of the girl. So that's what a lot of people say.
So
goes the same for the boys, I too.
we get to see the awesome finished product of your photography, especially your underwater, your maternity stuff and that, like besides your brilliant surf photography. What preparation, like to see that one photo at the end, and I know like being a creative person, most people look at the finished product and think, oh, that took 5 or 10 minutes. You're only worth 5 or 10 minutes money. Or payment. What background work goes in preparation to get, because they're pretty complex what you do.
So there's hours upon hours, like there could be weeks upon weeks of preparation. So down to when, your client initiates that first contact, to getting their details and finding out their exact perfect shoot that they want to have, and whether or not you're a match for your client. And then it's just, you're getting on the phone and having a chat and just trying to pick up their vibe, and you show them their work, you show them that your portfolio, and then, if they say, yep, let's do it, then it's a matter of booking dates. And the lead up with the weather, I think, just brings me...
I was just
the weather is, especially like if we're doing underwater in the ocean, like that's just, you've got to have everything line up, and everyone knows that it's so hard for everything to line up, like your winds and the tides and the conditions, like
the variables are
everything. So I'm constantly watching the weather, and luckily I've been pretty good this year. Like winter, we've had pretty good clarity. The clarity is one as well. Like everyone knows we've had real shit clarity the last couple of years in the ocean. So this year's been, winter actually has been beautiful. But and then there's the equipment. I've got my water housing, my water camera. My camera. making sure all that is, you know, well maintained, and then it's, if I'm booking a pool, then it's making sure the pool's available on that date, paying fees. So there's so much lead up to it, constantly checking in on my clients if it is a maternity, you know, making sure they're feeling well, and then it's a matter of doing the shoot on the day, which can take anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours. There's so much water safety that comes into it, so constantly, like, my brain's constantly just, you know, overdrive, making sure that they're safe, they're, you know, taking enough breath breaks. We're not doing anything that can like compromise their baby, I guess, in that position, because that is a big safety issue. Especially being the ocean, I've had a couple of hairy situations where even though I'm 100% confident in the ocean, they might not be, and there's just been some situations where I've gone, we need to get in now, like I can't continue this session. Funnily enough, people book water photography sessions that don't know how to swim, so...
Oh my goodness.
And then after the session, there's probably again about another, you know, 2 weeks of post-editing, check-in. So it's just, it's so very time-consuming, and when people question your prices and question your worth and value, you're just like...
That's...
You know...
I think that's a big thing for all creatives, like from artists, musicians, photographers.
Absolutely, yeah.
They are so undervalued. There's skills that aren't necessarily taught to become creative, like you see the world different.
Yeah.
And the training and that and the hours you do to get that, and it really pisses you off a bit, because people will have no problem calling up a plumber paying $120, $140 an hour, or a mechanic, because they can do that. But yet a lot of creatives have been doing stuff for quite some time. If you were to charge that, they'd have a heart attack and just cannot see that value. But you've spent more time learning, like
Mm-hmm.
perfecting your craft, moving with technology, doing everything. And I just don't know.
It's not appreciated.
No, there are some people like...
I think too, it comes down to your ideal client. Like, the clients that question your prices aren't your ideal client.
No, and that's the,
And the people that don't question it, I think they really value, you know, what you do and your work, and they're the clients you want to work with, and it goes across the board with everything. I
know that's the approach I've taken. You know, like someone wants me to do their car or whatever. This is my price. When they start, oh, surely you can do it cheaper than that. I'm sorry, you're not the right person. Like, you don't appreciate the time and effort I'm going into to do your thing. And I think at first it's hard to say no, but it becomes so much more important to...
Yeah, I've had times where I've sort of gone, oh, all right, well, to keep that client, I've dropped the price $100, but then I'm like...
Why?
You know, I've still got bills to pay, and I've still got I've still got all my overheads. I think it just comes down to your client, your ideal client, and a lot of people are happy to, you know, I think when you have the confidence in yourself and your work to price it, and that's a whole different story about pricing, but it shows in your work, so your confidence shows, and then people don't question it, whereas if you're like, oh, maybe I could like do it for this much or this much, I think people are like, oh, I don't think they're really good at what they do, or they're confident, so it flows through. So there's so much that goes into it. I could sit here like for hours talking about it. And
could be a whole spin-off series.
And every single creative out there knows the exact thing that we're talking about.
And I think as a creative, you've really got to value yourself for where you see yourself out before anyone else. If someone wants something shitty for $25 or whatever, go spend it. You're not going to appreciate my 50 hours or whatever of 100%. Putting into your art. Don't waste my time.
And it's not even like, I still don't walk away with a lot of profit.
No.
That's the biggest thing. It's like, just because I charge this much, I'm not walking away with that amount. I might be walking away with like $50, like, you know.
Then you break down your hourly rate too, and you're like, geez, what am I doing?
Like, this thing alone was like over $2,000. you know. So just that, not even that and that. So that's two separate things. So just the case alone is $2,000, and then you've got this extra extension which is like $250, and then this port, you know, and then you got your fins. Like, it's all of that comes into consideration. It's not just what you're like with my photography. It's not just me and my time there. It's everything.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
it's my togs. It's literally my snorkel mask. Like, it's everything.
It's what goes inside this house.
And then
as well.
what goes inside.
But
that
then
is
it's
like
also
twice as much.
taking the raw stuff you get and getting it to that presentable stage that a client's happy with to make it look good.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah. There was a session I did a little while ago. I posted it this morning on Instagram. My client wanted really editorial vibe, something that you could hang on your wall, and I love those are the sessions I love doing. Beautiful creative work. And the one I posted this morning, I'm always so like, I post probably 1% of my work. I get so I don't know, so critical of myself, and I think a lot of creatives do, but so critical, and I'm like, I literally post like hardly anything, but when I do post something, I know I've put a lot of time and a lot of energy into it, so
Riddle me this, Batman, I can't believe people booking for underwater sessions that can't swim. That should be that should be in Shit Happens segment.
Yes. I always have a really in-depth questionnaire about, you know, can you swim? Are you confident in the water? And I think the ocean can throw people off too, because, you know, you've got the movement and the tides and waves. It's, you know, it's not their fault. It's just some people think they're confident and they get in the ocean and then they're like, holy shit, and the waves can take you off your feet, and, you know, it's just one of those things. So it happens though. No, it's not as easy as it sounds.
And with your equipment, you purchase everything 100%. You're not endorsed or looked after by anybody. Or...
No, so all purchased. I would love to be. I would love to have some endorsements on board. You know, but it is what it is. It's purchased everything. I did actually get these gifted to me from Defin, which are awesome. These are like the best fins in the world. A lot of bodyboarders have them. They feel like butter when you put your feet in. I always say it's like putting your foot into a tub of butter. Like, it's just so silky smooth and soft. So Defin, if you're out there,
thank you, Defin.
You're bloody legends.
Appreciate you.
Aquatech, they're awesome. They're a pretty common water housing brand. They are incredible. A lot of surf photographers use their brand. Got my gaff helmet to protect the old noggin, so I don't really wear it as often as I should, but probably should, especially out Noosa. I had
100%.
couple of longboards coming towards the head, so definitely
I think it'd be good just to wear anyway, so people can see you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I got it bright yellow, so you can actually see it in the surf.
Especially against the blue of the ocean.
And the housing colour's pretty bright. Like, people can see me; they know where I am. So
get it on your head, Miranda.
Thank you for sharing the background on that with us. That's good. What's coming up next year?
Right, well, we got the car artwork giveaway, Geltchy, and you got to give us the update on that because you're the one behind the wheel.
Okay, with the LX Torana car art giveaway, the most recent one, we've just moved into the 3 finalists now. There's still a bit of time to go to vote. There's currently one leading by a fair bit, but as we saw with the last one, that can change.
In the blink of an eye.
And I'd just like to really thank Holden Cartel on Instagram for being a collaborator and sharing. I've really enjoyed...
Yeah, good on you, Holden Cartel. Keep it up.
Yeah, working with you guys, and we've had a lot more votes, a lot more views. So the top 3 are in. Last week, Ben Judd received his framed artwork, who won the previous competition, and Beck, and I really appreciate their feedback and the thanks and that, and I was stoked with the result, and they were very happy. So jump on my Instagram at Geltchy, go to the pinned posts and give your favourite a vote. Next car art giveaway, I'm actually going to do something totally different. It won't be a competition as such like that. I've been talking to someone which I think to enter his car in a competition would be unfair to everybody else. So keep your eyes peeled, going to be bringing something different soon.
Sounds good, mate.
Yeah, and last weekend, Stu, we were a part of a barbecue for
That's right.
organisation Grab Life by the Balls.
That's correct.
They ran a fundraiser, Grab Life by the Barbecue.
That was Australia-wide.
Yeah.
And raising money for suicide prevention and mental health. Very, very good cause, because I think everyone's dealing with some mental health issues these days, and the amount of suicide at the moment, it's no joke, you know. So anytime you see something by this great company, Grab Life by the Balls, which we've partnered with Life Strife and the Support Your Mates range, get behind it, donate, because even if you can only chuck in a goldie, you know, it all builds up.
Yeah, like Owen at Studio 53 through the studio open for us. He prepped the Barbie.
Mate, top guy.
We had a few people turn up. There was obviously a lot more that said they'd come, so you know, that can always be a bit disappointing this day and age. So many people are like, yeah, I'll be there, and just don't show. But all in all, we're very happy with the donations the people gave and
we did
contributed
well,
to the charity.
That was a beauty.
So yeah, stay tuned for more. We're hoping to set something more long term up here at Yarumba.
Yeah, and if you haven't had a look at Life Strife, get on Instagram or Facebook, check our page out, Life Strife, and you can see, you know, the Support Your Mates range on there, and check it out.
Yeah, and that's so important. Get out there and support your mates.
Bloody oath.
And Stu, surfing, the WSL's come to a head. We've got newly crowned world champions.
Yeah, mate. Crystal ball was on focus.
I was far from the mark. And bloody Bones, who's left us now, he was even further.
Oh, he was way off.
But
John?
Yeah, you and Owen, you were on the money.
Yeah, we had it, you know, John and Caitlin Simmers, those two crushed it. Great result. I think the result itself was the two deserving winners. Mind you, Carolyn Marks was in the ladies. She was just sensational. Her backhand attack just reminds me of the Oxter. You know, she was punching out some power hacks, but
that's a big call.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, she blasts.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
some of the Captain Feather Sword she sends up. Jeez. But Caitlin, she just went up. She clicked up another gear and blew everyone's mind. And
awesome.
You know, John, stoked to see what he did. Italo was hot on his heels, and John, he clicked up 2 gears. So
what did we end up with? The 2 Aussies in the top 5 in the men's?
Well, Jack Robbo was there, and Ethan Ewing. Unfortunately, the boys bowed out, but you know, they were in the top 5 and they did Australia proud. So good on you, boys. Well done.
Yeah.
Flying the flag.
No, awesome.
Maybe next year, because next year's a whole different.
Going to look a bit different, mate.
Oh, we got turquoise spinning vortexes at good old Cloudbreak. So bring it on. About time.
Do you think the WSL is starting to realise that people are pissed? They haven't been happy with the current format, like the former format, and that next year they're trying to...
The top 5 thing, I see what they're trying to achieve. It puts a bit of excitement into it and everything, but I still believe the old system where you've worked all year, you've worked hard. You've won comps. You've placed in the top 3, whatever. Your points have accumulated. That's how you win a world title. Not you've worked really hard. All of a sudden, then you've got to go to this playoff thing. You know what I mean?
It's a little bit.
For me, look, it's. I know people like it. it's different strokes for different folks. Opinions are like arseholes, eh? We've all got one. But, you know, look, I'm looking forward to next year, bring Cloudbreak on, go the Goofy Foots, booyah.
Go girls, woo!
Yeah, go the girls.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's it. I think, mate. We've covered that. So let's have a look at underdogs. I want to hear about Miranda's underdog.
I've got my underdog is Erin Brooks.
Oh yeah.
She absolutely. Yeah, man. She's like probably one of my favourite surfers.
She's
besides
coming on
Katie
tour
Simmons,
next year.
yeah. So she the first time I ever saw her surf was I think. Oh, she was so young. I think it was probably in a wave pool. She was just boosting those airs that she does. It was just like, poof, poof, poof.
Butter and toast.
Yeah, and then just watching her surf like over the last couple of years, and then that one I think was at Snapper. I was at home and I had it on the TV, and I was walking past, and I've just like caught this glimpse of her in this barrel, and I was like, holy shit! And then yeah, I was pretty much glued to the TV, and then she just had a wild card.
Awesome.
In this latest comp, so yeah, Erin Brooks,
Yeah,
underdog.
well, she
She's
won it.
not even really an underdog. She just rips. So
Yeah.
but I'm going for
She won Cloudbreak.
Erin Brooks, 100%. Yeah, she'll be on tour.
It'll be a shake up there. Come
All
on,
the
girls.
I reckon Sarah Kerr. She needs to be on tour.
Yeah.
She'll get there.
Yeah, she will. She's definitely on her way. So it's just that next generation.
I think she's
Yeah,
just
Molly
taking her
next.
time and just,
Yeah, just easing into it. So that next generation of surfers that are coming up for the girls is
It's exciting, eh? Really
they
is.
are surfing like just as good as guys now.
Ripping the bag.
If not better.
They're
So
ripping the bag.
yeah, Erin Brooks.
Yeah,
nice.
I like it. Who's your underdog?
Okay, I'm sticking with the surf theme this episode, and I'm rating this guy in the 3 nicest surfers never to win a world title. And that's Geordie Smith, who's up with the likes of Taj Burrow, Luca Egan. 8th this year in the WSL. He's one of the few veterans left on the tour now, and he's just Mr. Consistent.
Oh mate, the South African.
I wish he was an Aussie.
Yeah,
I'd claim him. But nah.
definitely tears.
Well done, Geordie. Let's hope you can get a world title, mate, before you hang the wetsuit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Stu.
Well, my underdog, I'm keeping with the surfing theme this week as well, and I want to call out Moana Jones-Wong. Now, there's a lot of hype about, you know, the women at Chopes and stuff like that. If you haven't seen Moana Jones-Wong, go onto her Instagram page and have a look at some of the barrels this girl gets at the pipeline. Now, come on, viewers, you cannot dispute it. She won the Vulcan Pipe Pro for the women, and the barrel she got, I'm calling that the biggest barrel for a woman. I just think Moana, she's the sweetest little human. She is not scared. She is not scared of pipeline, and she just drops under the hood like no tomorrow. So check out Moana Jones-Wong. That's my underdog.
Nice. Okay, fresh off the press. Got a couple of goodies this episode. First up, just a new one for Sacrifice. This is the Soul t-shirt. It's the front.
Hearts on fire.
Hearts on fire. That's and that's the back of that one. So something new there from Sacrifice Industries that I've done.
It can go either way, can't it?
Yeah. And then moving on from that, we've got the Bargara Beach Campout coming up for Rum City Rods and Customs. Last year I designed their posters, their merch. They've asked me back again this year. And I'm going to unveil the design for that. I've done 2 separate things, which is the colourway and what will eventually be the back print. So there's an entrance shirt that's in a plum colour, and then there will be just the general merch. So this is the design I've done. The actual car is in memory of Warren Burroughs, who was a club member for many years, who sadly passed away. And that's his Chev hot rod there. So
Beautiful truck.
yeah, it was good to put together something with a bit more meaning in that. The back print's due to come any day now. That's available on the website on geltchy.com. That'll be available, as well as the sacrifice one. And then the entrance, which in this plum colour is only available to the entrant. So if you're an entrant, you should have received an email, and you can pre-order these to pick up at the event, which is October 4, 5, 6, the long weekend. I'll be up there. I'll have some merch up there and be a part of it. It's an awesome weekend. If you're in the area, especially on the Sunday, come down and check it out. There'll be some awesome cars. So yeah, entrance, time's running out. Jump on and get your order in.
Yeah, well, Bargara's a lovely part of the universe, and if you are up there, check in and see old Johnny at Bargara Surf Shop. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Good on you, Johnny.
Yeah, so yeah, look forward to seeing everyone up there, especially Chris Fitzhenry with Prem 72 in his car. He'll be coming down from Gladstone, I hope, and hopefully get to go for a ride in it again, mate. That thing's a weapon,
yeah.
And it's just been rebuilt. Yeah, so looking forward to it. All right.
Shit happens.
Shit does happen.
Shit does happen. So, I mean, got any stories for shit happens, Miranda? I mean, you already brought it up, I think, you know. Bookings that can't swim.
Oh, yeah.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. What about dropped in on someone, maybe accidentally? That was, yeah, shit happens. That's about it.
Well, listen, viewers, we want to hear from you. So get behind us, get in the comments. Tell us your shit happens story. The best one will win some shit show merch. So get on board and get behind the shit show and tell us your shit happens story.
Yeah.
We want to hear about it.
Be like Adam Baldwin. He scored himself this Sunday shit show tee.
Good on you, mate.
So yeah, Adam, and
the mad scientist.
He did. He hit us up on YouTube, and he had a bit of a story to tell. And this is what he's written to us. Love to see some local legends talking shiz. Shit happens. Met our new cashed up neighbours the other day, having a chat with the lady of the house, walking in their backyard looking at the fence between our place and theirs. Typical small talk shit. Mid-sentence she lets out a short, loud, very audible fart. As a little giggle and says, "Oh, sorry," then keeps chatting like nothing happened. My wife and I have been giggling about it off and on ever since. Ha 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 ha. But if you let one go, claim it.
Yeah, she was happy and loud and proud.
Yeah.
Loud
So
and proud, viewers.
we're looking forward to your stories. Let's wait and see what you can give us.
Sounds good.
So yeah. So next up we got music.
Love this. Love this.
Ladies first, Miranda. What have you got for us?
I listen to just about everything and anything. Anything from like old school hip hop, like Missy Elliott, Biggie, Tupac, to like Johnny Cash and Fleetwood Mac. Just so many random songs.
You're like a
that whole,
60-year-old record collection.
Oh man, grew up with my dad, so we were always listening to just so much random stuff. The Beatles, like 60s rock, just everything and anything in between. Don't look at my Spotify search history because there is some random shit in there, but it's all fun, good fun.
So give us a particular song, though. Because we got the shit show playlist on the website.
On YouTube, yeah.
I don't know, Missy Elliott working.
Missy Elliott, she's a classic.
Yeah, that's good.
Biggie, Notorious, Juicy. Oh man, there's so many. Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues, Bruce Springsteen, On Fire. I don't even know. Yeah, so Fleetwood Mac, Gypsy. That's probably one of my favourites.
Rightio.
Gypsy, we'll lock it in.
Gypsy, Zombie, Cranberries. Oh, you name it. Yeah.
So yeah, so your song will be on our Songs of the Shit Show YouTube playlist. So
Yep.
yeah.
I'm Just a Girl from No Doubt.
Oh, that's
Back from when they were
Great song.
pumping.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani. Yeah.
Few girl, yeah.
Joan
from
Jett.
theirs.
Some Joan Jett
Yeah.
songs. Love good rock chicks. I don't
That's
know.
good.
Everything and anything, really.
That's a
Yeah.
beauty.
Yeah.
What about you, Stu? What's
Oh, needed a bit of cheering up this week, so I've been listening to a bit of Tupac here and there. California Love, I'm
Hey.
running with. Good old
Bit of
California
old
Love.
school.
Yeah, a bit of old school. Just gets me in good headspace, I guess.
In the mood.
In the
That's
mood.
good.
In the mood.
Yeah. No, nice. Alright, for me this week, I'm actually keeping it in the family. My eldest son Jai, who's had quite a few releases and he's been signed to a label and that, and things have changed. He's gone back to doing things his way. On the Friday, he released a new mixtape called Evelyn, and the song of his I'm going to pick is called Take My Wishes, Wish Them Well. There's no film clip for this one yet, because it's just come out. But I think, knowing him well, he really draws on his life experiences, the good, the bad. His music's quite chill, bit electronic. This mixtape sort of stuff he's had for a little bit that he's chosen to release. And what I really like about this song is it's actually got a Died Pretty vibe to it, like with their darker, quieter, more emotional songs. And I'm sure Ron Penno, who passed away last year, he'd be proud of this one. And I know, as a dad, I'm stoked and I'm proud. So well done, Jai.
Good work, Jai.
Yeah, give it a listen. So, yeah.
Well, we're just about winding up the shit show for this week, so don't forget, viewers, tune in, get behind us, give us your shit happens, you win yourself some merch.
Catch us on YouTube and Spotify, and we've now actually got videos. Our video episodes are now on Spotify as well.
Yep. So we want to hear from you. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, as everyone always says,
We love that.
and get on the good shit with the Sunday
Get
Shit
on the
Show.
Sunday Shit Show. Ew!